Miami is a fantastic place to visit for a variety of reasons, for it is known as Magic City, home to fantastic entertainment options, a pleasant climate, and beautiful shores. Although many visitors to Miami may assume that fishing isn't as spectacular in the city, they'd be wrong. It doesn't matter if you're wading through shallow flats or the vast ocean, huge fish always surround you in this tropical paradise. Hey there, if you are new here, welcome to our channel. We provide vacation travel and cruise guides for the most adventurous travelers to countries worldwide. In this video, we will explore the top fish species to look for while fishing in the vast waters of Miami. Stay tuned as we unveil all you need to know about fishing in the Magic City in today's video. Most of my views are from unsubscribed viewers, so if you're not yet subscribed, now is the time to change that by clicking that subscribe button. Now without further ado, let's get started. Miami is the place to go to if you're looking for somewhere to test your abilities and are up for a challenge. If you're planning a fishing tour in Miami, here are the top fish species to go for. Miami Tarpon. Tarpon are the unrivaled rulers of the shallow waters around Miami. They are nearly impossible to forecast and are even harder to capture. Between May and July, these silver kings congregate in the shallow waters of Biscayne Bay. The rest of the year, there are always a few tarpons with a hangover from the previous year hiding away. The difficult part is figuring out where to look for them. Tarpons have been known to weigh more than 100 pounds in the waters around Miami, which is enough force to throw an unprepared angler right out of the boat. However, these aquatic monsters aren't the only things people are after in Miami. Most local anglers target fish weighing 20 to 40 pounds. They are considered more manageable targets. These young princes feed much more aggressively, making them a favorite in the fly fishing scene in the Magic City. Miami Dolphin. The next type of fish that might be caught in Miami are the Miami Dolphins. And no, we don't mean the football team. Dolphins are the type of offshore fish caught the most frequently in Miami. You shouldn't get too worked up when you hear about dolphin fishing in Miami, since we're not talking about catching flippers. The dolphin fish, often known as mahi-mahi or dorado by most Miami natives, is not only one of the most delicious, but also one of the most beautiful fish that can be caught in Miami. Miami Swordfish. The Miami swordfish is another great fish to catch because of its unique body structure. Their unique moniker comes from the fact that they have a long bill that resembles a sword. They're a popular target for sport anglers because of their predatory nature. At maturity, their length can reach 15 feet. They pose a formidable challenge to anglers due to their massive size, up to 1,400 pounds. Anglers in South Florida are credited with creating the contemporary sport of sword fishing. They pioneered daytime sword fishing and discovered many techniques we now take for granted. Miami's most accomplished fishermen now target swordfish as their ultimate quarry. There is no better place to test your mettle if you believe you are up to the task. Miami is a dream for sword fishing for many reasons other than the expertise of the local staff. These fish thrive in the waters naturally. Only a short distance from shore, they become shockingly deep. The warm waters of the Gulf Stream provide food for them as well. This indicates that large swordfish are actively hunting at all hours of the day and night. It's no wonder locals are so good at catching them. Miami Grouper. Miami's underwater landscape is littered with hundreds of reefs and wrecks. Big, delicious bottom fish can be found in each of them. Local fishermen frequently go after red, black, and gag groupers, like snowies and scamps. Rare groupers can be found in deeper depths. The gag grouper is easily distinguished by its brownish-gray body, dark worm-like markings on the flanks, serrated spur on the underside of the preorbital, and dark anal and caudal fins with a white edge. The gag lives in coastal waters up to 500 feet deep and deeper offshore areas. Their maximum weight is around 500 pounds. In adulthood, they shed their fangs and scales, becoming elongated with huge eyes and spherical bodies. Both dorsal fins have soft rays, although the first is tall and crescent-shaped, while the second is short. Swordfish have large crescent-shaped tails, but no dorsal fins. Their underbellies are silvery white, but their dorsal fins can be any shade from dark brown to grayish blue. Miami Sailfish. While tarpons reign supreme in the shallows, sailfish steal the show in Miami's deep waters. With their distinctive large mohawk sails and constantly shifting colors, they are about as striking as fish can get. Once you have one on the hook, it will try to throw it by jumping, spinning, and walking along the water surface. In addition, they have the record for the quickest fish speed. Sailfish are a popular game fish, but why do they thrive in the waters around Miami? First, you can see them regularly because they persist throughout the year. They also appear within a couple of miles off the coast. Also, locals use kite fishing to lure them into their nets. By skipping your bait across the water surface, you can attract fish with the movement of the sail and increase your chances of a catch. Miami snapper. Lujanus campechanus, more commonly known as red snapper, is the next species of fish that may be caught in Miami. It's highly sought after by both commercial and recreational fishermen in the area. Red snapper is a delectable fish that can be seen on the menus of many fine dining restaurants. Most red snappers set into Miami's harbors are caught in federal waters or further than 3 miles from the coast. The vermilion snapper, sometimes called the beeliner, gray or black snapper, lane snapper, or even cubria snapper, can be seen in the waters around northern Florida. Snappers are typically the most abundant and widespread fish community members around oil platforms, shipwrecks, and artificial reefs. Miami wahoo. The next fish you can catch in Miami is the Miami wahoo, a mackerel-related fish that can reach speeds of over 50 miles per hour. Wahoos are long, lean, torpedo-shaped fish with shapely pointed snouts and forked tails. The fish's back can range from inky black to a deep blue, with 25 to 30 dark vertical bands that run the length of its otherwise shiny silver sides. Wahoos have short, sharp teeth that line the insides of their jaws. Miami amberjack. Going further to the next fish to catch in Miami, try your hand at catching an amberjack, which is the common name for 3 different kinds of Atlantic fish in the family Carangidae. Ceriola dumarili is the largest jack species, commonly known as greater amberjacks. Ceriola fascita, the lesser amberjack, has a larger eye and a deeper body than its larger cousin, the greater amberjack. Their anal fin base are less than half as long as their dorsal fin base and lack scutes. The dark stripes will typically run from their nose to just in front of their dorsal fin. A first dorsal fin distinguishes this jack from the similar-looking pilotfish. They have a dark stripe that extends upward from its eyes and might be olive green or brownish black with silver sides. The bars on juvenile cells are either splintered or wavy. One of the tiniest amberjacks is the banded rudderfish, or Ceriola zonata. Like pilotfish, juveniles have vertical bands and follow huge objects or animals. If you're over 10 inches tall, you won't find any bands on your fingers. Although this fish is frequently obtained, it is often misidentified. Amberjacks are the common name for the larger ones, which have a raccoon-like stripe across the eyes and a shimmering gold stripe along the side, while pilotfish is the common name for the smaller ones. Miami snook. The Miami snook is one of the most common fish caught on Miami inshore fishing tours, and it stands out for its long, lean body and pronounced lateral line. The anal spines are small, and the dorsal fins are tall and segmented. The common snook is easily identified by its slanted forehead, huge mouth, and prominent lower jaw. The common adult snook can reach over 47.24 inches, making it the longest member of its family. The typical snook is a bright green color with a black lateral line and a lighter yellow on its pelvic fins. Miami kingfish. The next variety of fish attainable in Miami is the Miami kingfish mackerel, Scomber omoris cavala. The western Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico are permanent homes for this mackerel's migratory range. The commercial and sport fishing communities both place a huge value on this species. It is olive green to iridescent bluish green on its back, silver with rosy iridescent on its sides, and white on its belly. Small, barely there scales that are just loosely linked cover the entire body. When not used, the pelvic fins and the first spiny dorsal fin are tucked neatly into a body groove. These fins have no visible pigmentation at all. The lateral line originates high on the shoulder, dips suddenly in the body center, and then continues as an undulating horizontal line to the tail. They're both very similar to the mackerel in Spain. Miami marlin. The strikingly beautiful Miami marlin is the next species of fish that can be caught in Miami. It is the largest of the Atlantic marlins and is among the largest fish in the world. The typical height is around 11 feet, 3.4 meters, and the typical weight range is between 200 and 400 pounds. Females, which are considerably larger than males, can grow to a length of 14 feet and weigh more than 1,985 pounds. Males can grow to a length of 12 feet, 3.7 meters, 900 kilograms. Miami shark. Suppose you've ever wanted to try your luck at landing one of the big ones while out on the water. Now is your chance to fish for the next species that may be caught in Miami. Exciting and thrilling shark fishing may be had off the coast of Miami Beach. Big hammerhead, tiger, mako, blacktip, dusky, and thrasher sharks travel year-round in the warm waters of the Gulf Stream, providing anglers in Miami with a wide variety of sharks from which to choose. Hammerhead sharks can be anywhere from 25 to 1,000 pounds. The longest one ever taken was 15 feet long and weighed about 1,050 pounds. They are found in tropical and subtropical waters. Peacock bass. Saltwater fishing isn't the only type of fishing available in Miami. Monster peacock bass can be found in the city's network of canals. Peacocks were initially brought from across South America to control invading tilapia populations. Since that time, they have been elevated to the position of full game fish and have emerged as a true favorite across the state of Florida. Peacock bass are brightly colored fish for their fierceness and tenacity in battle. They also enjoy the heat and are responsible for the extinction of local species, such as largemouth bass, during the summer when the water becomes too warm to survive. This translates to fantastic fishing opportunities throughout the year, assuming you can handle the heat. Alright guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you click the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you also click the subscribe.